146. This is an amendment that has to do with recent reports in the media, specifically The Guardian and The Washington Post, regarding what appear to be egregious efforts to collect information on U.S. citizens operating on U.S. soil that are particular to those citizens. For instance, there has been a recent report that indicates that in one warrant that was issued by the FISA court, the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court, the order provides for the government to receive all call details, records, or other telephony metadata created by Verizon, a company with tens of millions of U.S. customers, for communication, one, between the United States and abroad, and two, and this is in the words of the court order, wholly within the United States, including local telephone calls. Bear in mind, it's the court order issued by the FISA court to Verizon to turn over all its records for a lengthy period of time to the government for local telephone calls and other telephone calls entirely within the United States. In addition to that, the recent news reports indicate that the PRISM program is collecting information and data and other reports from the following companies: Microsoft, including specifically Hotmail, the email program that's provided by Microsoft and hosted by it, Google, Yahoo, Facebook, PalTalk, YouTube, Skype, AOL, and Apple. And the PRISM program is receiving the following kinds of information from all of these different major internet service providers: email, chat, including both video and voice, videos, photos, stored data, voice over internet protocol, which is telephone call content, file transfers, video conferencing, notification of target activity, which includes logins, online social network details, and what is referred to problematically as special requests. There's no indication whatsoever that this information being provided to the government through the PRISM program from Microsoft, Google, Yahoo, Facebook, and so on is somehow being limited to foreigners. Quite to the contrary, the information that's been reported on publicly indicates that the PRISM program, which is part of the Department of Defense, has collections directly from the servers of these providers: Microsoft, Yahoo, Google, Facebook, PalTalk, AOL, Skype, YouTube, and Apple. This is utterly inconsistent with not only longstanding statutory rules, but also the Fourth Amendment. Specifically, Mr. Chairman, first of all, since the 1870s, we've had a rule that distinguishes between foreign military action and domestic police action. That was codified in the Posse Comitatus Act more than a century ago, and it remains in effect. We do not and cannot allow the U.S. military to operate on our soil against U.S. citizens. But in fact, these news reports make it clear that that is actually happening right now. Secondly, the Fourth Amendment, which predates the Posse Comitatus Act and goes all the way back to the founding of this country, establishes two specific limitations, both of which are being impaired and infringed by this activity. First of all, there is a requirement for particularity. There's no particularity when the government, through the NSA and through the Department of Defense, collects information from everybody about everybody. That's a flagrant violation of the particularity requirement. Secondly, in addition to that, there is a violation of the Fourth Amendment's warrant requirement. This is information that is being collected without a probable cause that's actually specified in the Fourth Amendment. You cannot simply say, we're going to collect all this stuff, go through it, maybe we'll find something. That's not what the Fourth Amendment requires. In fact, it limits you specifically to probable cause, which means that if you are collecting this information, you must have some reason to believe that the recipient either has or will commit some crime. So as a result of that, we've offered Amendment number 146, which simply limits the availability of funds for information gathering on citizens of the United States while located in the United States without probable cause. I urge the committee to give full consideration to that amendment. Now,